It is about, so when I look at myself, we think about it not as a bank that has come in, as a corporate that has come in, but as an SME that has come in to serve the SMEs. And if you're thinking about it right, you're understanding what products you're going to sell, you understand your clients, you've invested in people more than infrastructure, I think you're going to get it right. It's very simple, it's no rocket science, just continue to do what you know, and I think you'll be there.
Excellent, thank you. Craig?
I'd say understand your ecosystem, right? So make sure that you are not only just part of an ecosystem, but you are finding ways, innovative ways of working within an ecosystem, looking for symbiotic relationships. You know, a quick example at Beehive, one of the companies that came onto our platform for funding, which is a Dubai SME 100 company, German imaging technology. You know, we worked with those guys, they took a funding line from us, and then we started to offer out a service to other members of the Beehive community to pick up the printer cartridges from German imaging technology. So, very cheap thing, but it just starts to create, a bit like Michael was saying, a kind of stickiness and people, you know, trying to help each other out. So I think an ecosystem is quite an important thing. And secondly, you know, even from the start, you begin with the end in mind. So I think you have to have a vision, because if you're going to go and hire smart people and you're going to encourage smart people to work with you, they've got to believe in your vision, right? And that means, as an entrepreneur, you've got to have a vision that excites people and that you can, you know, you can keep people on track, invigorated, and when things get a bit tough and, you know, they have to put a few more hours in the office, they're willing to do that because they believe in the mission, they believe in the vision. And I think that's important.
Got it, thank you. Mr. Murthy, from your side.
I consider the turbulent time as an opportunity. Please leverage your core competencies, core strengths, leverage your productive resources, and everyone in the organization should talk in the same language. You have to optimize your work culture and work deliverable. Thereby, you will be able to create value in these circumstances. Don't give up. This is a time where you can really prove yourself when the turbulent time comes, because the marginal elements will get evaporated in the system. Only the quality organizations will survive in this environment. So when such is the case, leverage your core strengths. Keep the strength of the organization as lean as possible and concentrate on what you can do to develop in this environment. So be practical, do what ought to be done, and don't try to be complacent in this environment.
Excellent.
And this environment gives a lot of opportunities. I always consider risk as an opportunity. So turbulent time you consider as a risk is a very big opportunity which you should leverage.
Excellent. That was a very good comment, to consider turbulent times also as an opportunity. Just to recap the how to beat from what we've heard from the esteemed panelists here is A, go beyond your domain, go expand your base. 2, invest in people. 3, I think be a part of an ecosystem. Don't just alienate yourself and do your business in a very small domain, networking as they call it. Focus on the business plan. And I think cost correction, big emphasis on that. Financial cash flow management, also very important. So I think there were some good golden nuggets that I'm sure you all must have derived out of this deliberation. Finally, please give a big round of applause to the panelists for sharing their experiences and knowledge. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Assis Merchant and esteemed panelists.